Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Finally, Dark, it's back. Season 3, the last season. And we've been looking so much forward to starting this and finishing this whole adventure with all of you guys. And yeah, it's been a while because Dark, that was, kind of one of the first series that we started reacting to all the way back. Like when we finished Chernobyl, started The Expanse, and we also started Dark. And that went on for a while, and we saw the first two seasons, and it definitely seems like there are a lot more people now who are aware of Dark, just in general, and just how freaking good it is. So yeah, I don't know if you have anything you want to get into before we jump into the first episode, but yeah, I'm just excited at least.
Yeah, I have like a huge crick in the neck, like huge. So I can't really move my head too much. So if I look even more stoic and stone faced than I usually do, it's just because I'm really scared of moving my head around. And yeah, I know this is kind of a theme for us, me always dealing with physical stuff. But once again, that's just how it is.
Yeah. That is how it is. And just another quick thing. If you've seen some of our videos before, you'll know that sometimes our neighbors can be a little bit loud. That's not the case today, though. Today, if you do hear any like loud cheering or something like that,
Loud
music all of a sudden, it's because here in Denmark right now, people are, kind of graduating from something
high
called
school.
gymnasium, which is it translates in like to high school pretty much, high school slash some of college, or I'm not quite sure, but they just graduated and they're like driving around on these big trucks and listening to music and celebrating and everything, that's totally awesome, but it is a little bit noisy sometimes. And one last thing, if you hear some like beeping sounds all of a sudden, it's because we're transferring some data from like one PS4 to another, and for some reason one of them it beeps randomly sometimes. So yeah, there it is. I think that's all the preliminaries, and if you don't have anything else, I think we're just gonna jump into the first episode, and it is titled Deja-vu, which holy shit. Do we want to say something about how the last one ended, or
no? Let's just
no? Yeah,
I think most people know how it ended, what happened, what went
yeah,
down.
kind of a cliffhanger and kind of a holy shit out of the blue moment with another Marta appearing, and yeah, let's see what it's all about now. Already.
Wenn wir wüssten, wie die Dinge enden, wohin uns unsere Reise führt, würden wir trotzdem die gleichen Entscheidungen treffen? Oder würden wir andere Wege einschlagen? Spielt es eine Rolle, welchen Weg wir gehen, wenn wir am Ende immer wieder vor uns selber stehen?
Who?
New guy. Perhaps.
Yeah, most likely someone we've seen before, just different age. This is where Adam was.
The sick creatus mundus est.
Yeah. And it's been a while since someone was here last. Oh, well, that would be the same person, times 2. It's arresting. Burn it all.
Oh, just got major chills.
Yeah. Is it just me, or did it seem like they've been wanting to do that for a while? Like it was almost like cathartic. Who are you?
Oh yes, a new intro.
Really missed this.
Yep. Chills.
The imagery is just as disturbing, if not
Yeah.
more so than it usually is. and reversed the letters. You know, just individual.
Wasn't it always that?
No, I don't believe it was. There's what looks like Apple of Eden. Okay.
Wie sind wir hierher gekommen?
Heute ist der Tag, an dem alles angefangen hat. In dem wir uns zum ersten Mal begegnet sind. Deine und meine Welt in diesem Knoten untrennbar miteinander verbunden sind.
Of course it is.
Ich mach es wieder gut. Das verspreche ich.
Warte. Wohin gehst du? Warum bin ich hier?
Leaving him there. Wow.
Yeah.
But he's still in his world, or?
No, I don't think so. Oh,
Everything's
oh, is this like some Silent Hill kind of thing?
like a mirror dimension.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I've just...
But that was Jonas' house.
Oh yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Magnus!
Okay! Whoa!
Wow.
They are just upping the ante on the sex scenes. But alright, they're still together in this dimension, I guess. But he has a lot of tattoos.
And dark hair, like black hair.
Well, kind of deja vu, I guess, because, you know, considering how the first season started with someone climbing out of the window as well after having secret sex.
Soll nachher regnen. Nee, ich komme heute spät. Theaterprobe.
Und nicht vergessen, ihr seid ab morgen bei eurem Vater.
Wait,
Meine Mama, das ist doch scheiße.
She's got the yellow raincoat, though.
and they're divorced, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, even ripped him out of the picture.
Mm-hmm. So that means Ulrich is with, or he's with
Hannah? Yeah, what the?
Guten Morgen, Schlafmütze. Wir sehen uns heute Abend, okay?
Ulrich?
Oh, she's hella pregnant.
Ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich auch.
Schön bist du.
Nice thing to say, but kind of wrong response. So he's cheating on her in this reality, maybe.
And did you notice something?
What?
I don't think Jonas exists in this world.
I think right you are. Oh, but
He's still
Eric still disappeared. Alright. Definitely seems like he's in her world now because of the amount of fog.
Yeah.
Just if that's a giveaway, I don't know.
Atmen nicht vergessen.
Denken nicht vergessen. Hey,
Hey!
Holy.
hast du Kilian gesehen?
Oh, who's
Oh, wait, huh?
Es wird wieder passieren.
What?
Es wird wieder passieren. Es wird wieder passieren.
He's even more scarred in this world.
Tick, tack, tick, tack.
Yeah, that's not your house. He's starting to realize he does not exist in this world.
Nach euren Protokollen hat auch die Befragung der Nacht
Hey, no eye patch! Of course.
But he misses.
Oh, but he's missing an arm, yeah.
Ideen.
So,
Vielleicht ist er ja einfach nur abgehauen. Das wäre nicht das erste Mal.
and he's the police chief in this one.
Yeah.
Probably never going to tell us what happened to his arm then.
Of course not.
Just messing with us.
Blonde hair?
Okay, so who's he bumping uglies with?
Und kann ich dir helfen?
Oh, okay. Have a seat then.
Alles, was um das Loch herumfliegt, wird angezogen und kommt da irgendwie rein. Andere Sterne, Planeten und sogar Licht.
Yeah, to him, he just saw her die. Like, she just died in his arms.
Und bitte vergesst nicht, dass ihr nächste Woche alle Referate abgeben müsst. Keine Ausnahme.
So, why are you all dirty and what happened to your neck, boy?
Jonas, richtig? Alles in Ordnung?
Welcher Tag ist heute?
Der 4. November
Und welches Jahr?
2019. Ich verstehe nicht.
He's not being all too subtle, Jonas.
No.
But I get it. Oh.
Don't be a stranger, please.
Mama?
Ha.
Bitte?
Oh.
Kann ich dir irgendwie helfen?
Seeing your own mom and having her not recognize you. Fuck.
Charlotte?
I knew it.
He's with her?
Wir müssen damit aufhören.
Huh.
Das hat sich halt früher aber ganz anders angehört.
Yeah. PlayStation.
Brauche ich nicht hier.
Oh, Entschuldigung.
Wir machen heute leider früher Schluss.
Heute Abend 9 Uhr an der Brücke. Nicht vergessen.
You again.
I don't think it's gonna help walking up to her and being all weird.
Ich kenne keinen Michael Kahnwald. Hannas Mann ist mein Vater und der heißt Ulrich. Ich weiß nicht, auf was für ein Trip du bist, aber jetzt verpiss dich endlich, okay?
No one's gonna be like, are you alright? Like... Is this all what? This is everything all they do all the time? Oh wait!
She's the deaf one.
Huh. So we're gonna hear her talk?
Es wird wieder passieren.
Mama?
Yep.
Papa?
Es wird wieder passieren. Der Anfang ist das Ende. Und das Ende ist der Anfang.
That place.
Yeah, the church. Or, yeah.
Oh.
So, okay, so she already passed.
Kann ich dir helfen? Suchst du was Bestimmtes?
It's a priest.
Michael Kahnwald.
Nein, wir haben Daniel Kahnwald gestorben, 64. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich habe dich irgendwo schon mal gesehen.
Ooh.
Wie ist dein Name?
What's that?
Yeah, well, whoa. That was an interesting transition. 87.
Den Generalschlüssel für das Kernkraftwerk.
Soll es ein Scherz sein?
Sie haben ihn behalten.
Jeez, those eyes. Blink.
Was wollen Sie von mir?
Okay.
Ein ewig dauerndes Wunder des einen. Wer zum Teufel sind Sie?
The fuck.
Die Polizei war heute da. Du weißt, was du zu tun hast.
It's Eric's father, right?
Yes. At least in our world, or like
The original.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, we don't know if it's the original one.
It's so foggy here. The hell is this? Niflheim?
Silent Hill.
Kilian? Was willst du hier?
Ich will dir keine Angst machen.
Not doing
Warum
such a
hast du
good
gesagt,
job.
du sollst kennen?
Das tun wir. Nicht jetzt, wann anders. Du hast das alles schon mal gesehen. Das Licht. Der Wald. Ich. Ein Déjà-vu. Oder ein Fehler in der Matrix.
Was?
Ich glaube, ich weiß jetzt, warum ich hier bin. Damit ich es ändere.
Was änderst?
Was ist das denn?
Wo ist Mikkel?
Mikkel. Keine Ahnung, was die Scheiße hier soll. Aber Mikkel ist alt genug, der kann auf sich selber aufpassen. Du verpiss dich jetzt lieber. Komm.
Vater.
They're still gonna go have a look at the cave, or...
Macht ihr weiter?
He looks almost like weird with both eyes. Miller.
Vor fast 100 Jahren, kurz nach dem Ersten Weltkrieg, hat man da drin Experimente gemacht.
Was denn für Experimente? Was war das?
Scheiße.
There we go.
Was passiert hier?
So, who's gonna disappear?
Maybe it's the wrong sibling.
Killian?
Kilian!
Are we gonna get a jump scare or something? Fuck. What is it? Huh!
This is not what you wanted, what you wanted.
And the birds.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all the nuclear waste just as before. That's gonna be... Oh, okay, Killian. So no one disappeared.
He's right there.
What you had in mind, what you had in mind.
Oh, they're running to the bunker. Oh, yeah. So that would be... Yeah, Mads Nielsen. What?
Eine Welt ohne dich. Ist das nicht das, was du wolltest? Und trotzdem ist diese Welt zu dem gleichen Schicksal verdammt wie deine. Wegen dir. Und wegen mir.
What?
Vater.
Well, that's not creepy.
1888? The fuck?
Jonas?
Huh? So, how long has it been?
Ich bin hier, um dir zu helfen, den Ursprung zu finden. Die eine Sache, die der Anfang für alles ist. In deiner Welt. Und in meiner.
Okay. definitely missed the series a lot. Maybe not so much the just the total state of confusion it leaves you in when once you're done watching an episode. But it's part of it. Like that was it with the first season and second season as well. And of course we get sort of a reset in the third season. And even though there are a lot of familiar things going on and familiar events, there's still so much we do not know at all. And yeah, but as I mentioned during the reaction, Deja-vu, very, very fitting title for this episode once again, because there's a lot of stuff we've kind of seen before, but not really, and same events playing out, but with just minor things being out of place or just being different than what we're used to, and especially like what Jonas is used to. But it's hard to like for me at least to wrap my head around how everything fits together now, because the show kind of just threw such a curveball at us at the end of the last season, and as we then get into season 3, it's not, it's still showing us a lot of stuff that we know about, but it's just, yeah, it's definitely not helping with piecing everything together. Not right now, at least.
Well, I think even though, of course, we've seen everything before, but in this one we are told about how a black hole, how that appears, and like the physics of it, but also that we don't know what is behind that. And then in this world, it was Bartosz who explained it, and he told us that perhaps there could be like a whole new world behind that black hole.
Yeah.
And everything in that on the other side, it was not ours. And we saw how Jonas was kind of in the focus, Jonas and Marta, I think, or maybe only Jonas, but at least they were in focus when they were talking about how Bartosz was explaining this dark hole theory. And at that point, she was drawing like infinity marks, or what's
she was drawing that on her notebook. Yeah.
And somehow I couldn't help but think, since we see it like this, right? Like we have like two bubbles and like a one knot in the middle. And I think what we've seen before is like one loop. And we could also see that loop as like the loop of time, and they talked about like the circle and everything. And then now with the end of season 2, we added a new loop.
Yes, and it's
still a new loop of time.
Exactly, and which is still kind of connected to the old loop, but via a knot. But
exactly, and that knot is the origin that they're now trying to find together.
Yes,
because in one world we have, and it seems like Marta is going to be our Jonas, but in this world instead, and in this season, and then we had like Jonas and the other one who was like the other pole.
Exactly.
And then we have to,
So now, like, those two, they have to work together to figure out this knot in the middle and the origin and the beginning of everything, because the beginning is the end as well, and the end is the beginning, and like figuring out all of that. And when they met up there in the end, it seemed like, the older version of Jonas who got to 1888 and is working on what looks like an early version of the machine that we saw at Adams, and that we've seen it before. But it seemed like he was under the impression that, like last time he saw Marta, she died, and he did not really know about this Marta from another world. So that happening, Marta going in and taking Jonas out of his world and into her world in the end, at the tail end of the last season, that must have then been like a new occurrence, or that maybe didn't happen to that version of Jonas, since he's so confused about it and he thought that was his Marta. So yeah, a lot of questions in that regard, but you are right. Like they do leave a lot of breadcrumbs in there for us to start to piece some stuff together. But as you also said, we're meant to be confused at this point, because this is just the first episode, and we still got 7 to go before this is all over.
Yeah, so we have a lot of ground to cover.
Definitely.
But there is one symbol, or like there is some symbolism that I just wanted very quickly to get into, because of the play of Ariadne. Ariadne.
Yes.
And apparently it was the same play. It seemed like a very different play, but apparently it was the same play as she was in season 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's almost like it's 2 different interpretations of kind of like the same story, which that makes a lot of sense, because what we saw in this one was still the same story, but it's just being told in a different way, and with like some things in there that are different or changed somehow. So yeah, I guess like you can definitely draw some.
But that's not the parallel I wanted to draw.
Oh, sorry.
Because back when I remember I tried to read whatever story, and it didn't really fit into what I was seeing, So maybe that was a foreshadowing back then in season 1 or 2 or when it was. And now, the story goes that she is helping this hero out from like a giant monster that was supposed to eat him, like a sacrifice. And she was in love with him, so she gave him like a piece of yarn and a magical sword or something like that. And with that, he killed the beast, and with the yarn, he was able to get out of the labyrinth. So she kind of helped him through the labyrinth. And I couldn't help but seeing the parallels now that I didn't understand in the first time around. That Marta playing Ariadne, how she would help Jonas out of the labyrinth, and how she was, in that regard, she is mirroring that mythological story, or that mythological person, how she's supposed to be showing him out of the labyrinth.
Okay.
With some yarn. But yeah, I just thought it was it's very peculiar, and that's what Dark does so well.
Yeah, and you're definitely onto something, or I'm sure you're onto something, because you're usually pretty good at deducing what's going on in the show, compared to me at least.
But once again, it's just I don't know what's going to happen. I just thought it was some very neat
connections.
Connections of, as you mentioned, breadcrumbs.
Yeah. And I just want to highlight like a few things, because in the end, the older version of Marta told Jonas that this is the world without you that we've heard them talk about, and that Jonas was kind of aiming for at some point in the last season, that that's a world without him, and then we wouldn't have these problems and issues and all of that if Mikkel didn't disappear and become Mikael and all of that. But same stuff is still happening, even though he's not there, but just with minor changes. And I'm just curious as to like why, for example, why Elizabeth in this one, why she's able to talk and her sister isn't. But then there are just things that are, very much in character when it comes to some of these people, like Ulrich, for example. Like he's always gonna be a cheater.
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah. No matter what world you're in, and no matter who's his wife as well. Like if he's married to the woman he was, cheating with, or you know what I mean. But he's still not satisfied, and she's pregnant, and that's gonna be like a whole new character, because that of course did not happen in the previous world or in the first world. Are they gonna name that kid Jonas? I don't know.
Or maybe it could be that that kid was maybe the person that we see.
Yeah, times 3.
Because we have no idea who this is.
No, and that's kind of the last thing I wanted to get into is who the hell is that, or who are they? I could almost say, even though it is the same person obviously, because they have the same scar and the same very, very intense eyes. But yeah, we saw them burn down the place that Adam, like where we saw Adam in the last season, and then they also went and visited the old owner of the power plant, but in 87 or something, and then decided to kill him. So yeah, like they're just showing us these characters of this person times 3 and them doing stuff, but we don't really know how it fits into the whole story and everything that's going on yet, but I'm sure it has some sort of significance, and maybe you could be right, like that is because, like, since we haven't seen that person before in any of the time periods and any of the worlds, maybe that is because that person hasn't been born yet.
1888 is 99 years prior, so it still fits with the
33-year cycle. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. And why did they kill that person?
Yeah, exactly.
And what did he do? And they were talking about the whole power plant thing, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, how is that playing into the whole story? And is that this version, this world's version of Noah, maybe? Or is it...
Yeah, because we didn't see anything with Noah, like not as a middle-aged dude or as a younger guy. Like we didn't see any of that. We know, of course, like he got shot in the last season, the older version of Noah, but like time travel and time jumps, like it wouldn't be weird seeing him again, or like it would make sense, of course. But yeah, I don't know. A lot happened, a lot of stuff that we like kind of knew about, but because it's in a new world, we don't really know what's gonna happen and how everything fits together. So yeah, do you have anything else? I'm kind of okay. Yeah.
It's just in these, that there was a quote in the start, I think, that said, if you could go, or if you knew what's going to happen with you, would you do the same? Like, would you go the same path, or would you try to do something else?
Yeah.
If you knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that was quite interesting, and also in a way that in this world, like as you said, small details were kind of off, but I think it was just to show that, of course, it might not necessarily be like a choice, or maybe it is a choice, that like how these choices can affect these small differences in the story, and how that, or like the world, like how it mirrors the old world, or like the world we know, but it's also like there's so many details that are off. And how much of that is choice, and how much of that is like natural or completely scientific abnormalities? And are there like a person, like for example Jonas in the other world is kind of like an enigma? Is there a person like that in this world? And yeah, or is Jonas the enigma? That's the root of all of this, or
what's going on? And I think from what you said, like showing us that even though like what's different from this world is obviously the fact that, you know, this is a world without Jonas, but just taking him out, that's not the only thing that's going to change. Like it's going to trickle down to all sorts of other things, and there are going to be like minor changes and things that's off, and things are not going to play out in the same way. And yeah, I don't know what I wanted to say with that, but it's interesting at least.
Yeah, and it's super mind bending and mind boggling, and of course I'm sure we're going to have a lot more questions as we go along, but of course that we will also have more and more explained.
Yeah, get some more answers.
Exactly, but we will still have these small unanswered things that we can just, you know, think about and
and
wonder,
exactly.
and how did he hurt his eye, or
how did he lose his arm in this one? Maybe they're never going to tell us, but yeah.
Stuff like that. It's funny to think about, yeah.
Exactly. And starting to, exercise the brain again with this show, because that's what it does, and it's doing it very well.
Yeah, it creates small black holes in your mind, I'd say.
Yeah. But I think that's going to do it for this reaction and review of Dark, Season 3, Episode 1, Deja-vu. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.